Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The name's Puno, and this is Washtenaw Beat. Our first topic tonight is the Iran nuclear deal. So, at this point, you all should know that Trump canceled it. And, well, this will be the first time in a while that I'm saying it, but honestly, I don't have an opinion on it. I mean, the only thing that I can say about this deal is, Trump, why did you cancel it? Because you're feeling even more anti-American sentiment in Iran. But just to be clear and to be honest, I haven't been following the Iran nuclear deal. I'm just been focusing on other things because for me that is so Obama administration. I mean, and so I'm not going to talk about it more because I don't know a thing. I'm just saying Iran nuclear deal. I don't have a position, okay? Our next topic tonight is Mike Pompeo saying that the U.S. is willing to give North Korea help if North Korea gives up its nukes. Horrible idea. See, this I know something about. And North Korea is a communist dictatorship that cannot distinguish people starving themselves and legitimate famine. And so why are we going to help this hermit nation? The only way we're going to help this hermit nation is marching through the DMZ, shooting Kim Jong-un, and, giving North Korea to South Korea. Although that's going to be quite unlikely now because Kim Jong-un, which is kind of unbelievable, but he says he's going to give up his nukes and he's going to have talks with the West. And in fact, those are going to happen sometime in June, according to my sources in Singapore. Now, my sources being USA Today. But still, we shouldn't help North Korea until the summit is, done. And why is Mike Pompeo just throwing stuff like this around? It's unprofessional. In my opinion, it's not unprofessional, but in my opinion, he shouldn't be doing anything like this. He shouldn't. I have a bad feeling about this. Every Star Wars movie, except The Last Jedi, but The Last Jedi sucks, so don't count The Last Jedi. Our next topic tonight is, should Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders get replaced? Well, she's no C.J. Craig, that's for sure, but, I think she should. I don't really watch the press briefings at all, but when you see clips of it on the nets, I just see that, Miss Sanders is just so wooden up there, and she's like, it just looks like she doesn't belong up there. It just kind of looks like she's, a stand-in. I mean, I'm not trying to insult the press secretary. I'm just saying that, maybe they should have, gone with somebody better for the job. Now, our next topic tonight is a boy shot at a Palmdale, California high school. According to my sources, i.e. USA Today, he is in stable condition at a local hospital. A suspect is now in custody. Now, this is the 21st school shooting this year alone in the United States. And Republicans and a lot of just most people in general are still complacent towards the fact that gun control saves lives. I mean, I like guns. I'm just going to put that out there. I like them. But if I was crazy and, I had a pistol under my bed, then, well, I'd be mad then. But if I wasn't crazy anymore and I look back, I'd be glad if somebody took that gun away so I couldn't start shooting up a school or a building or, just shooting up anything. It doesn't matter if it's a Waffle House or, a high school. It's bad to shoot up places. And that just somehow, a lot of people don't get that logic. And they just, I guess they like their guns too much. I mean, I thought you Republicans were pro-life. That's not my quote. I saw that off Instagram. But, I'm serious. You can't be, pro-life and say unborn babies should be protected without saying, oh, regular people should be protected from guns. I'm just saying that. And this is not a double standard, because for Democrats, I have to say, why do you want to kill unborn babies? Like, the only time you should be able to do that is if you're in danger or the baby is going to be dead on arrival. And I just don't get abortion. Like, even though I'm a Democrat, I don't get abortion. It's, it's one of those maverick issues that people swing right to or swing left to. Like, like Vinnick in The West Wing. Except he was a Republican and he was pro-life. I'm not going to keep on referring to all, these, TV dramas anymore, because I'm only 5 minutes and make that 6 minutes in, and I don't know. How many shows have I referenced? 10? 5? I don't know. So, our next topic is Biden, our old friend, saying decency in the White House is at rock bottom. I agree with you, Vice President Biden. I agree with you. I mean, so there's this story. We were, in my social studies class, we were watching the movie Invictus, and our teacher told us that there were going to be quite a few swears in there, and, being middle school kids and watching a PG-13 movie is a blessing. But she also had to remark that she also said that it's these words that you'll hear in the movie is nothing that the President of the United States has said publicly. And I mean, it's true. Just look on President Trump's Twitter page, and you'll see you'll see a lot of swears, and you'll see from certain campaign clips, and I'm sorry that I keep having to pull my chair up, but I don't know what's happening. And back to the thing anyway, and you'll see from campaign clips that he would have said numerous swears, including, quote, "I'm gonna bomb thee out of him." See, I'm just, and to be honest, a person who has had dozens of women come out against him, saying that he sexually harassed them, shouldn't be holding any office. I mean, yes, some of them could be for fame, but some of them could be true. And we don't want to hold a double standard, do we? I mean, we convicted Bill Cosby. They fired Matt Lauer. So what about Trump? Oh, and not to mention Bill Clinton. They literally impeached him until the Democrats, yay for us, kept him in office by a party lines vote. I mean, it's sad. It's just sad that Trump is in the Oval. Not because he's a Republican that doesn't make sense, my opinion, but he has dozens of women come out against him with sexual allegations, and not a thing has been done. It's just plain sad. And our final topic tonight is, that's it right there. The State Street Roundabout. State Street in Ellsworth, next to the airport in South Ann Arbor. It's been ranked 9th worst intersection in the state by the Detroit Free Press. And it's a nightmare to go through that roundabout. I mean, most of us from time to time have passed through there, and the traffic is horrible. And the design, just look at it on Google Earth, on Google Maps, and you'll see that it's horrible. It has entrances leading straight into entrances. Like, roundabouts are supposed to slow traffic down to make it better, but it's doing the exact opposite here in State Street. It's speeding up traffic, speeding up cars on the roundabout while keeping traffic at a standstill. And it doesn't help that they've closed 2 whole lanes of State Street going north-south. You see, that brings us to another topic. Fix our roads! This is Michigan, so I get that there's potholes, but why can't the state lawmakers decide on a good enough amount to fix our roads? Just look in Wayne County, look at Michigan Avenue. It's a bunch of potholes. And King George Boulevard, the street that I live on, well, Tacoma's a street I live alone, but King George and Tacoma, they're filled with potholes even though Tacoma was just done over. And not to mention, when you're riding a bike and you're cruising down East Stadium Boulevard, and then your bike bumps into a pothole, and next thing you know, you're on the side and your leg is bleeding out. That's not a pleasant feeling, is it now? So, the only way to stop that from ever happening is to fix our roads. I mean, it's going to happen, obviously, because cars can be very, very dangerous, but I'm just saying, fix our roads, and life's going to be a lot easier for us. Now, I'm looking at my timer right here, and I'm running almost 11 minutes, so that'll be it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed this Washtenaw Beat. Nikilo Letty will be back on here sometime, but he just called and he canceled. So we'll see you then. The name is Puno, and this is Washtenaw Beat. Have a good night. I'll go with that.